Hi guys, it's Dave here from Team New Tier. We're here with our very own Conor, who top 16 Irish Nationals yesterday. But looks like he was playing Monarch, so do you want to take us through your build there, Conor?
And before I go through, out of my 7 rounds, I played 5 pendulum decks, and I wanted to hang myself come the end of the event. So for the Monarch, we played 3 of the best one, and then we only played 2 of this one, because you can recycle him whenever you want by discarding spell and traps.
Did you ever miss the third?
Never missed the third. I pretty much got him every time I wanted him. Double Karaz. Before the event I was only playing 1. I'm actually glad I bumped it up to 2 because I kept drawing it. But then drawing this card with return is insane. It's absolutely insane. It's so many places. One Majesty Spin. This card was really good, but as I was saying, I played mostly pendulum decks, so this card got sided out a lot. But it's good against like BA, Cosmo, stuff like that. They have to force to get over it. For the Squires, I played 2 Adea, 2 Eidos, and 1 Mithra. I like this ratio. If I was going to do anything else, I'd probably add in a 3rd or 2nd Mithra. She comes up more than you think, and the actual ability to give a token to your opponent is really good because it can floodgate by. But that's pretty much it. Treble Red for 1 blue. Before the event, Dave, we started to discuss taking out the Brilliant Fusion Engine and adding more of this in, and I didn't regret it. Like this was essentially a Garnet all day, and then anytime I seen this, I was able to make like a rank 5, and it just became so better than a dead Garnet in my hand.
Yeah.
And everybody all day actually didn't realize this effect, that normally you let this go to grave, and you can add it back, and then summon it again, and then you can, whenever they both go, you get both of them back. So your engine keeps going forever. Double Maxi. I setted this out pretty much all day because you have to preemptively do this to the pendulum deck, and it doesn't get as much value as you want.
Would you perhaps drop it for like Effect Veiler in the future, or would you just not play hand traps at all?
No, it is a good card because it's like it stops, like if Cosmo open the loop, it stops them, but like they can just go into Tin Can and stop. So you'd rather have them do that than do the loop.
Yeah.
But it's because I played Pepe all day. Like the card's still good, I just played against like very bad matchups. I also played against BA. This card was actually good against it. But we only got 1 round.
Yeah.
3 Panthesium. Best card in the deck. 3 Stormforth. This card is going to get hit. This card wins games by itself. 3 Tenacity. Pretty standard for the spell. Only 2 return. A lot of builds are playing 3. I only like the 2 because if you can't get this off the board, you're locked out of your extra deck, and that's half your deck. Pretty much strategy. It's just and then the only reason I played 2 is because I played 2 Karaz, and 9 times out of 10 I was blowing Karaz and this up, and I didn't want the 3rd sticking around just to lock me out of the game.
Yeah.
And then I played 1 Domain. This card's really, really good. The ability, everybody keep overlooking the ability to shrink, and most people always forget the 800 boost, and you're just like attack over for like 36, and it's insane. 2 E-Telly. I find myself citing these in the blue layer out a lot because it's okay. But just having 3 red layers is actually just good enough as a sell. 2 Twin Twisters. I put this in the night before. This was part of the Brilliant Fusion Engine coming out, and this actually helped me so much because I played so much Pepe, and it just literally like play 2 skills, blow them up, scoop. That was pretty much it. 1 Instant Fusion. I played this for Panzer Dragon to try and make rank 5s a lot easier, but since I switched to the kind of red layer kind of thing, I was able to make rank 5s enough without this card, so this card would turn into something else. I wouldn't really know at the moment, but it would turn into something else. 1 Foolish Burial. This card was actually insane. This card lets you jump like, I was forced to make a play into banishing my Panthesium for really bad cards, and then Foolish Burial in the day to get the Panthesium back, and then Panthesium away the Prime I added, and then I was just able to go off from there. And then 3 Prime. I was only playing 2. The reason I added the 3rd was for the Mirror Match. I didn't play a single Mirror Match because the Mirror Match can go while long, and you need the Prime to be able to recycle your spells.
Okay, 40 cards?
Yeah, 40 cards.
Okay, we'll go on to the side deck next.
Yeah. I played 2 Cyber Dragons. I play a Chimera Tech and a Portrait. This was for Cosmo. Like, pretty much you let them go first, you let them do their stuff, and then you just drop this, deal with half their board, and then you proceed to win.
Okay.
2 Fog Kings. I played this over I can't remember, Master Restrict because the Mirror Match doesn't really, they side the stuff like Twin Twisters, and they're not expecting Fog King anymore. So if you drop this, they don't really have an out.
Yeah.
It's also actually kind of good now against the Klee deck. They can't tribute their stuff, but their guys are big enough. And it's also good against the Magic Spectres, which I didn't play. It was the only Pendulum deck I didn't play, where they can't tribute their stuff for their trap. Double Veiler. This was for like the mirror match, or pretty much it was for the mirror match, or like BA. Like if you bring it against Terratop or Turgide, it's not really worth it. There's better cards to put in, but I didn't side these in all day because I was only playing the Pendulum. This guy was pretty much for Cosmo. This guy was for going second. Like if you're going against Cosmo and they drop like an Infinity or something, you wanted to deal with it without actually having to waste your Stormforth. Because if you can deal with it and then Stormforth their guys away, it's like they can't really rebuild their board from there. The second Majesty's Fiend for BA, Cosmo, stuff like that there. And then the third Maxi again for the special summon deck. Regeki, Darkhold, Twin Twister. These were pretty much for Rogue and the Pendulum deck because sometimes like there was a guy I let go first because we were going into time, and then I drew these and just wiped his board, and then I was able to win the game.
Yeah.
And then Twin Twister again is just for the skill. Double Deflector. This was for the mirror match, Cosmo, pretty much stuff like that. But I didn't play them all day. This card would definitely stay in the side deck for those reasons. But yeah, so.
Just a note on the kaiju there. Would you ever consider playing the entire engine with like slumbers and everything, just to like out your like say for example in the mirror match out and like your opponent's monarchs on board so they don't have ether?
It is a good idea, but slumber, like you don't want to draw a slumber. Like slumber's okay. I wouldn't want to dedicate a whole engine to it. These guys were just good enough on their own. Like it is good giving your opponent this. But if they have the play set up right, they'll have the Stormforth Ether anyway. Yeah. So it didn't really matter if I give them a kaiju or not. They were still going to be able to disrupt me. Extra deck. Shark Fortress. I cleared a guy's board today and put Shark Fortress on a Monarch on board, which is game. That's what he was for. This was the best card all day because like you just make this into one back row or like something, and then they can't do anything. And it's like whenever like my opponents kept looking at me weird whenever I like a 5 on board and then I set a card. Made a prime and then overlaid into this, and then it was just hilarious. They couldn't do anything. One Volcasaurus, only made it once. It got far foot away, and then we proceeded to play the long game for quite a while. One Pleiades, didn't mech all day. I played double Adris because it's the out to the Massacre Restrict in main. If some decks are maining it, I know Klee Demise and Yusenji Demise I think could main it, so this was just in case that ever came up. Made this once and it did what it did what it had to do. It destroyed 2 back row and the guy just scooped from there. Magnaline, everybody keeps forgetting about this guy because if you make him with a prime and a red layer, you can pop a monster on your turn, and then during their turn, you can pop a monster as well because it has a red layer, and nobody ever thinks about that. And they commit their plays, and then you disrupt them, and then you more likely have an ether in hand as well, so you can just keep disrupting them. I played Beatrice. I didn't even make this in this event, but it's the theory that if you, like say for example, you have a domain return, if you go Ether into Kuraz, you can pop the return domain, get pluses, draw, and then you can attack with Ether, and then overlay to make this, which is a 2800, because the Ether will stay 6, and then you can send like your Adea or your Erebus to the graveyard to start getting your other engine going. Yeah. And then I played Gaia Charger. Gaia Charger is just the overlay onto the dead cards. For the Eats, I played Felgran. Didn't make this all day, but he's really good. Made this guy once. He got Kaiju away. It was in the exact same BA matchup. The Panzer Dragon. I played this. I would probably drop this for something else in the Instant Fusion, but it would probably be maybe for another Durandal or another Volcasaurus because I really like those cards. The Chimera Tech for the Cyber Dragons. And then I played the Dante, the Pilgrims. Like if you ever go into the Beatrice, nobody expects you to be playing the other cards, so they think they can just destroy it freely. And then you drop this. He's quite big, and you can't do anything with him. But if they actually manage to kill him, you get to take a card out of their hand.
Okay. Is there anything bar the For the Panzer Dragons, is there anything else you'd maybe change in the XXL? Or are you just happy enough with it?
I'm happy enough with it. Maybe I would drop the Felgrand, because anytime I had the potential to make a rank 8, I would make this guy over this guy. So this guy could probably be like another 5 or something if I was gonna change it. But I don't know what I would change it for at the moment. Like.
Oh, that's alright. Anything else you'd like to say before we end?
No, that's everything. Just the fact that my first round matchup was Gagaga, and I thought I was gonna have an easy day, but then I just proceeded to play Pendulum all day with one bat.
Okay, thank you very much, Conor. This is Team Near Tier signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.